Hey everyone, welcome back to more Pokemon Conquest Ultimate. The last episode we got started with Magoichi's storyline, which we started the same as we did with Tarakatsu by just waiting a couple months for the AI to start going after each other as well, so that it's just a little bit different and a little bit more competitive. So it's basically been split up into a couple factions. So Muneshige is in the north, like he always is, because Muneshige gets to start off with 3 kingdoms, always, so he naturally just becomes an overwhelming force. I would probably say that we're competing with Hanbei to take the middle, and then the south is still very much up for grabs. There's not immediately one dominant force here yet, but I think by the time that we take the middle, we'll have to make a decision as to which path we go through, because the middle is generally the worst to be able to take or to start off with, because you're gonna have to defend from 2 sides instead of from 1 side like you have with the north and the south. So yeah, that being said, Hanzo is right here, and we're going to try and take his army down completely. And I mean, I'm going to hope that we can recruit Hanzo, but I see the chances being very little because, well, I mean, honestly, Shaman really isn't that strong, and the Warlords just aren't that easy to obtain. You need to have super effective hits to be able to really obtain Warlords. You know, unless you happen to beat Hanzo in like 2 turns, but in Viperia that's pretty unlikely for Gengar, because Gengar tends to just stay back. This map is really good for flying types though. Like, only one of our Pokemons can get poisoned at the moment from standing on the poison on the ground. I mean, he's literally the only Pokemon that stands and also isn't Steel type. But yeah, the big thing as to how to recruit, you can only recruit Warlords by finishing them off with Warlords themselves. So we'd have to finish off Gengar in like 3 turns. Right? And not only beating him up in 3 turns, we have to finish him off with a Warlord that has a not very effective move against it. Like, the chances are astronomically low for us to actually even recruit Gengar, but we may as well give it a shot. That's better than nothing. But I suppose at the very least, I'd say Drapion and the other one are pretty safe bets that we recruit them. I mean, I guess we do this. Perception, look at that. Don't know if this will finish it off. It will, so. That just leaves those 3. Magoichi does not want to risk his life, I guess. Gosh, I don't know why he wouldn't want to do that. How much does this do? 8. And a miss. You know, there is a very slight... Nah, never mind. I think we're already too late. I believe we're already a turn too late. Yeah, no, we're already a turn too late. That's a shame, but hey, we got pretty far. That could have been possible, but alas, it wasn't meant to be. Oof. I hope this doesn't kill. It kills. It probably means we're also not getting Dragalgi. I mean, bottom line, we just don't have much super effective damage against these guys. And that is why we have a difficult time recruiting them. And, like, grass types just aren't that good. That's just another reality of things. But hey, at least we win. We've at least got that going for us. At least we got the win. I think we only get 2 of them. But hey, our entire squad is pretty strong at this point. Yeah, only 2. That's pretty bad. So yeah, we get Toxicroak and Rampardos. Alright, save and... Yeah, I don't think Garganackle and Trevenant. I mean, actually, give it a good old college. This would be insane if we do end up winning this. It just could go very wrong. That's the main thing. Yeah, let's see what happens. It's a good start. At least we're not dead. First things first, this needs to be a one-shot. I mean, basically we just need the one-shot more or less everything. And that sucks. I suppose we just go for it. Sorry, Trevenant. $13. How much does this do? 10. Clear body. Okay, well that's something. This is gonna hurt though. A defense lowering would have been nice, but alas. 27, get the health back we need, hopefully. We're actually gonna win this too. I don't know how, but we win this encounter some way or another. Some way we win this encounter. Like, let's go Garganackle and Trevenant. Is this a kill? I mean, yeah. Good job to the two of them. There's also, I think, Recruitsa's. These two get okay. Malamar didn't get recruited, but you know, we do get Tyranitar. Hey, look at that. It's only one Pokemon, but 5 Pokemons to defend a place instead of 4 is already a decent bit better. Hanbei, I'm going to assume, is going to try and attack us at Crackspur. Gracia is going to go for a third Kingdom. Probably winning this battle against Yukimura because it's only 2 Pokemons over there. Never mind. If Yukimura wins this, though, he will probably take the dominant lead here because Akuni is still completely on her own. That's 6 Pokemons potentially that he got. Well, it's not going to be 6, but Ochi is going to go here. Akuni has been knocked out and defeated, but I don't see Akuni there. Yeah, they don't win. Okay, goddamn, these fucking farmers are so goddamn greedy. Like, it's a little ridiculous how greedy they are. So, okay, Yukimura has got 3 places now. Gracia 2 and Ochi 2. With Hanbei having 2 and Muneshige having 4. That being said, it's pretty clear that our squad is the strongest one here. Gosh, it's the thing is that simply put, there's no kingdom at the moment that is just a singular place, right? And I can tell you that if I decide to go after Hanbei, then we're probably not recruiting either Raichu or Typhlosion. Also a shame there's no Warlord over at our place. That would have been cool. Or at least helpful. Like, it could have helped us. A decent bit, actually. So, like, it's also pretty uncertain which one of these places would be, like, the easier target. Muneshige seems to be, Yukimura seems to be really strong as well. 27 on that Charizard, 27 on Incineroar, 27 on these two as well. We're not the dominant force per se. We're 4 kingdoms in, but like Muneshige has the same amount of kingdoms as us. If anything, Yukimura probably benefited from having the most singular kingdoms with him, because like obviously we were surrounded by like Hanbei and Kai that had to. Maybe we should have gone into the south instead, but I don't know. The thing is, if we like take Yukimura, we're gonna have to defend 4 places, which is pretty rough, but not impossible. Right. Let's think about this. We'll attack from Crackspur, I guess, so don't have to leave people in Crack. Well, never mind. Should attack from Viperia because we want to leave some guys in Viperia. Well, never mind. Never mind. We're not. I don't know what I wanted to say, but we're not recruiting in that first victory. So some rock types would be good. I'm gonna go over here first, and honestly, I'm bringing Rampardos and Alolan Golem for certain. Then who else? We'll bring one of our flying guys. Doesn't matter who, but I'll send Rotom Fan, why not? And then what else do we want? Excadrill, I think I'll wait for and send him out over there. I don't think there's much use for a grass type here. Same thing kind of goes for Toxicroak. I haven't really used him much. He uses Gunk Shot and has Water Absorb. Honestly, I might just go in with those 5 and like a rock over here. So, sure, we'll send out Toxicroak as a little bit of an extra support. Ice typing, I don't think we'll need ice typing. I'm gonna send these 4 out. And we'll just see how this goes. We have the type advantage. I do like the fact that it's not as obviously easy. We're gonna have to just go and do more trickier battles, and I do enjoy that. I just enjoy the fact that halfway through, or I mean, we're not I guess halfway through, but we're at least not like obviously over dominant at this point. I mean, by the end of the game, it sort of is inevitable, but with how it's going, at least we're going to go into fights without being like 20 percentages higher by the end. That was a stupid ass decision. I can't really do much if the AI just makes dumb decisions though. Like, that is simply a dumb decision and there's nothing else to it. Like, he just threw away Cypher. Here we get a free air slash in on Arbok. Yeah, Toxic was a good choice because he's also super effective against Breloom. And I'll get you over here. Paralyzed kind of sucks, but you know, it all depends on if he actually gets paralyzed. No, he's just tired. How much does this do? 15, enough to finish off Raichu. Well, let's do that, shall we? Now it's a 3v4 and yeah, Frostmoth. Ice types can be pretty dangerous because ice is a good offensive type, right? But man, Frostmoth just is so weak that it doesn't really even benefit from it at all. Let's give our boy that motor drive boost. Let's just finish you off and then... I mean, Rampardos is over here. You may as well just smash you. Heck, even Darkspro gets in the kill. Here comes Frostmoth. Doing, I mean, I guess some damage. You get paralyzed, unfortunately. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because you still have Rotom Fan to immediately finish you off. You know, one thing that really helps this run is that, in general, flying types and levitating Pokemon are really good. But, yeah, Rampardos should get a big bonus from this fight. Okay, well, I guess not as big as a Rotom Fan, but... a win is a win. Time to see what we have to do here to win. If anyone is sending out Tyranitar that way, and then just these guys. I think that's going to be the plan we have. However, only 3 guys left. I mean, I'm hoping to at least get... it's going to be tough to get everyone here. Like I said, with no super effective attack, there's not a specific... We can't just specifically target Raichu or Typhlosion with our Warlords. Blue's over there. I'm gonna have to throw in Shaman there. And I'll throw you in there as well. As they're gonna come out of the green portal probably. And I mean, you guys, I think, just sit here for the turn and see if any of them go into orange portal. Ooh, that's actually pretty interesting for us. I'm afraid we do just probably one-shot either one of these guys, but... let's just, like, see, right? First of all, this is 14. We'll just go off of how much damage. First of all, you can hit both of them for 30 and 13 respectively. You probably just one-shot. Yeah, you do. Bit of a different strategy here, but... it's completely and solely based on, hey, maybe we can get whatchamacallit out of this. One of the warlords. I mean, we have just literally recruited Raichu, so we've gotten something out of it. Excadrill, you go over there. Go and try and finish off Cyclizar. Okay, how much does this do? 18. That's a start. So the amount of damage we do end up doing is 13, so we need to do at least 17 damage. Let's see, how much damage do you do? 30. Oh, that's not what we should do. That was a misclick. And a pretty bad one too, honestly. Well, let's see, I guess. 32. Like, literally 99% of the time you do 2 or 3 less, right? 99% of the time you do slightly less damage. But this one time we do 3 over. How much does this do? 33. I don't think we even get you, but... I mean, at the very least, we get Alolan Raichu, so there is some saving grace. We get Alolan Raichu, we get Breloom, and we get The other one, the name escapes me. I don't know. You go lurk. You go sit there. Armor Rouge. That being said, we do win against Hanbei, so at the very least, we get another Warlord added to the squad. But we could have had 2 of them. That's the sad thing. We could have had both. We could have had both. We actually do end up getting Cyclozar. Pretty happy about that. I don't know what happened there. I felt like we didn't get him in time. But I will take. We can take any warrior. Any warrior will be useful. So yeah, Regieleki, Turtonator, and you guys. Alright, let's see. There's more warriors over there than over there. So we're gonna send you guys over here in Viperia. And then, I mean, the remaining 3 warriors we have are going to go into Terraria. And if we're lucky, we might win and recruit more warriors for our defense scale. Like, defending the middle is just harder. But, well, maybe we can... yeah, they're actually not... There's 2 battles in here, and we'll probably give this one a try. But yeah, that's for next episode. So if you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.